personal foul.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
The Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
Up on down. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series.
I don't know. It's tough. Tom's up there, man.
Well, I've been a fan of Boston Celtics for, my whole life pretty much.
The first Celtics game was back when I was like 7 years old.
The Boston Celtics became legendary.
What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jesse Almeida here on YouTube and on Beantown Takes for the third and final video of the day today. I could have done a fourth video of the day, honestly, because we have had some big news in Boston sports today. The Red Sox just made a move not too long ago, but we're going to save that video and put it in our back pocket because, well, if you've seen this channel, you can probably understand why. But anyways, this final video here is the video that people have been waiting for. Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown has agreed to a 5-year, $304 million Supermax contract with the Boston Celtics. This is the richest deal in NBA history. People are going to say he's not worth it, this, that, yada, yada, yada. Personally, though, he's 1,000% worth it. It's either one of the two. It's either you trade him, you don't get better in that situation, or you let him walk, get nothing for him, or you retain him because he is a top 3 shooting guard in the game. My buddy David put it perfectly. He's a top 3 shooting guard in the game. You're not going to get a better player at that position unless it's probably Devin Booker. You want to argue James Harden, and so be it. But Jaylen Brown, top 3 shooting guard in the league right now. I would say top 20 players in the league right now. You just not. That's just going to be a hit for you if you let him walk. Or even if you trade him, like you trade him for Damian Lillard. Okay, you took a step back in defense. Jaylen Brown is only 26. People are forgetting that a little bit because people are saying, oh, you got to trade him. I don't know if his left hand is going to improve, so on and so forth, like his left hand ball handling or whatever. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that's going to improve. He might have hit his ceiling. He's still 26. And he's gotten better every single year he's played. Last year, Jaylen Brown has averaged 26.6 points per game, 6.9 rebounds a game, 3.5 assists per game. I would agree that the assist number could be a little bit higher, but we'll see what he does this coming season. He shot 49.1% for the field, 33.5% from 3, and he improved from the free throw line last year. Everybody's going back to that Game 7 choke. Everybody's saying that Jaylen Brown is not worth it, this, that, blah, blah, blah. People are also forgetting, though, when the Celtics were in the NBA Finals, Jaylen Brown was arguably the best player for the Celtics. Nobody wanted him traded there. And he was in trade talks with a future Hall of Famer in Kevin Durant. So I just don't get people's mindset with Jaylen Brown. There's a lot of people saying it's an overpay. Sure, it looks like an overpay now because the salary cap is what it is. But the salary cap is increasing by 10% each and every year. So when he hits $60 million per season, right? It's going to be like a regular Supermax contract, right? It's going to look like a regular Supermax. It looks big now because the salary cap now is not that big. But when the salary cap keeps growing and growing and growing, he's going to be probably top 20 paid, if I had to guess. Jason Tatum's next, by the way. The 19-year-old kid is going to be next. But you get what I'm saying. Jimmy Butler's getting paid $55 million a year. Is he worth that? Hell yeah, he's worth that. Heck yes, Jimmy Butler's worth that. And he hasn't even won a ring. And he's old. Jaylen Brown is definitely worth this deal. The only thing that people are really concerned about with this deal is that trade kicker. Maybe he doesn't want to be in Boston, so he requested a trade next year and gets that trade kicker, because a trade kicker is a penalty against a team if they trade that player. So if the Celtics decide to trade Jaylen Brown for, let's say, Damian Lillard, if he's still on the market next season, the Celtics have to pay Jaylen Brown a percentage of his contract right now to trade him. People are viewing it as, oh, maybe he might go use that trade kicker to request a trade next season, this, that. But honestly, though, I kind of see this as the opposite. And there's another key component in this contract that I will go into as to why I view it this way. But what if that trade kicker is in there to finally put an end to all these trade talks for Jaylen Brown? What if Jaylen Brown loves Boston so much that he wants a trade kicker in there saying, hey, if you trade me, you gotta pay. I love this city, so if you want to make a decision to get rid of me, you gotta pay for that. And the reason why I'm coming to this knowledge is he has no player option. That means this deal right here is 5 years flat. It's not 4 plus an option where he can opt out after the 4th season or whatever. No, this is 5 years flat. No ifs, ands, or buts. I view all of this, the trade kicker, the no player option, as him wanting to be here. Because if he said what I said at the beginning about that trade kicker, where he stays here for a year, then he requests a trade, he looks like an absolute D-bag. I don't think Jaylen Brown is that type of guy where he would do something like that. I don't see him as that person where he can get more money if he requested a trade and then gets traded or whatever. So he goes, hey, I want out. I don't see him as that guy. I see him as wanting to be here in the future, and that trade kicker is pretty much saying, hey, I want to be here for the long run. Can you make sure these trade rumors end? And I think this trade kicker has to do with that. As a Celtic fan, can't hate it. You can't hate this one bit. Jaylen Brown is here for the next half decade. Plus, counting next season. As a Celtic fan, you gotta love it. You have to love it. And unlike another front office that was in the news today, not the Bruins, Red Sox. Anyways, unlike another front office, this front office here, paying Jaylen Brown means one thing. They're all in. They are all in for the next foreseeable future with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is next to get this big bag. He will get that max contract extension next year. And from what I have seen with Jason Tatum, he ain't going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. I'm just gonna go out of the limb right now and say that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are going to be here for the next half decade plus. And I love that. I absolutely love that. Jaylen Brown, congrats on your big bag. And I'm so glad to be able to continue to call you a Boston Celtics for the next half decade. Hopefully you don't request a trade. I don't think you will. But I am glad that you are going to be here for the long run, competing for championships day in, day out with this team. And I can't wait to see the two Jays alongside each other for the next half decade. I'm already saying it because they were willing to give Jaylen Brown this contract as the second option. Ain't no way they're letting Jason Tatum go. There's no way. And Jason Tatum loves it here in Boston. So I don't think he's going anywhere either. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is the third video I uploaded today. Thank you for viewing all three videos if you watched all three of them today. We will be going live later on tonight. I will go in more depth with Jaylen Brown's news, Patrice Bergeron's news. I'll even talk Kike Hernandez news tonight for sure. So if you want to see my thoughts on the Kike Hernandez trade early before I drop a video there, come tune into the live stream and make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're at it. And don't forget to hit the like on this video here. Until next time, it's been Jesse Almeida from YouTube and from B-Town Takes. Later, guys.